What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and it's pretty late. It's late for some of y'all. It ain't late for your boy. It's daytime. It's daytime for your boy. This early for me. But I had some things to do. I had some work to put in tonight. Shout out to my homie Climax. I had to go by there and drop some verses with my homie for a project he working on, and so I'm a little late tonight. But here we are. We are here, man. And as y'all can see, it's open topic. Open topic, that means the flow is wide open. Wide open like a receiver when the cornerback fell down. So as y'all slowly but surely enter into the room, please do your big brother a favor and hit that like button. Y'all should already know the drill when you step in the door, man. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing something real childish right now. I'm trying to balance something, like, just don't pay no attention to me. But yeah, we doing open topic tonight. Y'all hit that like button as you come in. I see y'all slipping in. Man, first three in the building. We got Queens, the first three in. Miss Sample, Miss Lady Sample, Cynthia Albro, and Helping Hands Animal Rescue and Rehabilitation. If y'all still haven't watched that interview that I did with Yvonne from Helping Hands Animal Rescue and Rehabilitation, it's on my YouTube channel. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Shout out to everybody that's creeping in, man. This is open topic tonight, so I give y'all a little more time to load up your questions and information. There's a lot going on, so you know, feel free. Hit the like button. It's Friday night. I want to get this in because I got a busy day tomorrow, man. I ain't gonna lie. But we ain't gonna play around, man, because I don't plan on holding y'all that long. Just for the fact that I got off to a good start, unless y'all some late nighters like me, late shifts like me, because I can go all night. Yeah. Let me see. We'll pop it off, man. Ben Dover, straight out of Vegas. He's already popping it off. He said, I need some advice. I've been waiting for open topic. Well, what you got? Let me know. As the song says, I want to know what's on your mind. I want to know what's on your mind. Let me know what you're talking about. What advice you need, and if there's anything that I can bring to the table, y'all be sure to let me know, man. Trying to let a few of y'all trickle in, man. Roderick Griffin says, "What you think about CERN 2022?" I don't really know what that is, man. What it break that down to me. I don't know what CERN 2022 is. Ben says, what is the best way to distribute my music? The best way to distribute your music, any platform, any form that you can, that you have full, as much or full control over it as you can. It's all right to use these platforms, the iTunes and the titles and the different ones that they got out here. It's all right to use that, man. Now, if you talk about physical copies, then the best way to be, for people who still mess with physical copies, print them up yourself and create a website, promote it and market it to where people can hear samples of your music, and then you can drive them to your website and get them to order physicals, as well as using your website to promote the digital sales of your product. Make flyers that promote your product, that promote your album. And, like I say, put little shorts and samples up on your social media platforms so people can hear a little bit of the song, little snippets and all that. And if the song is something that people like or they listen to, it'll draw them to where they can purchase it. But you just have to control what you can control, digitally and physically. Daily smoke up in this thing, man. LW says, thoughts on the Deshaun Watson situation. I mean, I got a few thoughts on it. I mean, he settled the majority of the cases. There were never any criminal charges brought against him. It was all civil stuff. So anytime you hear civil, you know that's based around somebody trying to get some money. I want to see it be over with. I don't know what happened because I wasn't in any of those sessions, but I feel like Deshaun is a good guy, and sometimes when when you're young, famous, successful, and got a lot of money, a target can be placed on your back, but you also have to be careful in how you move as well, if you're Deshaun. So I just hope that everybody can move on from it, because another thing, those kind of allegations are not something that ought to be taken lightly. And, because, women deal with it every day, and even some men deal with it. So I just hope that everybody can move on with their life and get some kind of closure from it, and any lessons that need to be learned from it, hope those lessons are learned by all parties involved. Unknown OG, weaponized marijuana. Weaponized marijuana is a topic that a lot of people don't like to talk about, and particularly a lot of marijuana smokers don't want to hear about it, because sometimes they feel like that is an attack or a threat against their willingness and wanting to smoke weed. But all it is just a fair warning coming from a place of love, to just put it in any weed smoker's mind to do some research to see what they're doing to marijuana, how they are weaponizing marijuana. Dr. Wesley Muhammad has done such a phenomenal job in exposing how this system is weaponizing marijuana and using it to feminize black men, using it as a weapon to literally take away the dominant mindset of black men and make us passive by incorporating high levels of estrogen into the marijuana strains, and the estrogen overtaking the testosterone that's the natural hormone in the man. So there's a lot of intricate details involved in this. I would advise you to get Dr. Wesley's book. I forgot the name of it, but nobody can educate on weaponized weed greater than Dr. Wesley Muhammad. He is a scholar in multiple levels, but he's done extensive research and on that particular subject. So we just have to be careful, because the weed that a lot of people are smoking now is not the same as it was back in the 70s, back in the hippie days and all that. It's not the same, not even the same as it was in the 90s, because this devil, this Satan that we live under, he uses everything that we do against us. Everything that we do, even natural things like breathing. Oh, y'all like to breathe? Let me put something in this air and give y'all something to breathe that's gonna kill you. Oh, y'all like to eat? Let me put something in this food that's gonna mess y'all up. See, everything that we do these days it comes with some type of risk due to the weaponization of not just marijuana, but everything you do. But I would advise you to go watch a lot of Dr. Wesley's videos and read a lot of his writings on weaponized weed, because a lot of people don't buy into it. They don't even want to hear it because they feel like, oh, you trying to make me stop smoking weed. And there's so many people with the movement that weed is under now, where it's being legalized in certain states, and people are actually growing their own and opening cannabis businesses and dispensaries and all that. So weed has become this big industry now, and a lot of people say, well, man, I'm growing my own. We don't really ours ain't like that and this and that. And I don't know, it may be true, but do your research, because they got ways around all that, man. And you can't never underestimate the power of Satan, man, in his mind. Y'all hit that like button, man. We open topic tonight. Open topic. The topic is open. All right, let me see what y'all got. I'm already reading y'all's comments, man. I'm already here, man. Gilbert Rodriguez, old and young relationships. What is that? What's the question? I think I kind of know, but I'm not going to assume. So just restate your question in the form of a question, and then I can hopefully answer it for you. SFV, I'm late in here, but have you talked about Roe versus Wade? Now, you're not late. I've only been on about 10, 11 minutes. No, I haven't talked about Roe versus Wade. If you have a specific question about it, feel free to drop it. I'm not going to give any kind of general statement about it. If you have a question, I'll answer it if I'm able to answer it. Is that JB Smoke? Big respect, man. Same to you. Complacency topic. You want to talk about complacency? Give me a specific question. Give me something to go off of, Corinne. Rolling the losing dice. What's going on, man? Jovan says, when you gonna collab with Cambada? I reached out to my brother Kofi from Kofi's Universe. Y'all subscribe to my brother Kofi Universe. You know what, Kofi? I don't think you sent me the number, because I needed to get Cambada's number again, and I didn't get it. But when I get it, we're gonna make that happen, man. I promise. Des Truth. Where can I find your newest flows? My newest flows? I don't have any new flows circulating. I have a latest album. My latest album is on all of the platforms, but I am working on a new album. I didn't know if y'all knew. I'm working on a new album, like right now. Like right now. That's why. See, when you see me, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. When you see me starting to like eat a lot of, y'all can't see, a lot of junk food and stuff, that's when I'm usually working on some new music, because for some reason, when I write, I get hungry and I want sweets. So when you see me in that mode, you see me with cakes and pies and cookies and stuff all around me, just know something is coming. On July 5th, they're going to be turning on this machine that emits unusually high levels of energy in atoms. CERN has been around for a while. I'll look it up. So when they emit these unusually high levels of energy in atoms, what is it supposed to do? I mean, like, when they do that, what's the result? What are they going to do? Double D said, what's the most you'll pay for gas? I don't know. None of us know. See, what you are willing to pay, the amount that you are willing to pay for something is based typically on how much of a necessity that something is. How bad do you need whatever it is? So 3 or 4 years ago, what if somebody said, man, would you pay $5 for gas? Many of us would have said, man, nah, I ain't gonna pay no $5 for no gas. Or if you live in Cali somewhere, $6 or $7 for gas. I've even heard of some places where it's $8. So, but gas being something that I would consider to be, then I'm sure you would agree, a necessity, then you got to do what you got to do, because that's just the times that we living in. It's not necessarily on the same level, but similar to food. How much does a gallon of milk cost? Anybody know? I don't get my milk from the store anymore. Well, if I can find some grass fed, but how much does a gallon of milk cost in the store? I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. Somebody let me know how much a gallon of milk costs. And when you tell me how much a gallon of milk costs, let me know how much does a loaf of bread cost. See, the point I'm trying to make is that when something is a necessity in your life, you gonna get it if you need it. Now you gonna complain the whole time that you paying for it, but God, man, this don't make no sense. We done all stood somewhere in the line, man, this don't make no sense, man. God, man, but all the while you doing that, you shelling out that money. I know I'm kind of blurry right now, I don't know why. So how much do gas cost? I mean, how much is it? So at the end of the day, when the prices go up for things that the people need, the people are gonna make the adjustment and they're gonna spend their money on the things that they need. Gas is no different. You need to drive, right? You need to go to work. You need to take your children to school. You have things that you absolutely need to do. And if you need to do them in a vehicle, then you're going to need fuel. You're going to need gas. Milk $3.50. The point I'm making is that these inflated prices, you're going to do what you got to do. So I don't know how much I pay for gas. I guess I'd pay whatever it ends up costing. This is what it is. Please talk about all these cows that died out in the field. I saw that. I saw a clip where like 3,000 cows were just laid out dead in the field. I never saw what they said, what the reason of the cause was, why the cows died. I don't know. But that was really interesting to see that 3,000 cows just died out of left field. So I don't know if it's something they got a hold of. I don't know what. I don't know. But I know whoever owned those cows is sick right now. But one thing we got to understand, man, and I say this to anybody who may claim or say, well, man, I'm an atheist, or people who say I'm not religious or I don't believe in religion. Okay, that's fine. Because I've said before, okay, if you don't follow organized religion, organized by the wicked men who run this world, okay, I understand that. But the scripture, the truth of the scripture are unfolding right in front of us. So we went from a pestilence, through a pestilence, and we don't even know if we threw it or not, or if another one may come, we don't know. But now we are coming into that point in scripture where you hear about famine. And famine means ain't no food, don't look like none coming, and mass amounts of people are hungry, starving. Crops are dried out. Cows dying. See? Famine on the way. Man, ain't gonna be no famine in America. Hang on, man, this America. We're gonna always have food, man. Okay, you keep believing that. Famine is coming. So when I saw them cows dead like that, I'm not no prophet. I'm not none of that. But that's the first thing that just clicked in my mind. Like, man, what is this a sign of? Like, man. And what is this telling us we need to do? Because that the food industry is suffering. If y'all not paying attention, the food industry is suffering heavily. So that's why the prices are going up. That's why a lot of the shelves are empty. It's drought in different parts of the country, so the crops are not growing. There's no harvest. The harvest is jacked up. All these things will contribute to a lack of food, a shortage of food right here in America. So it's something that we got to get prepared for if you're not already prepared. And to quote, well, not to quote a scripture because I'm not good, my memory is not good at that, but to paraphrase a scripture that was reiterated to us by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He talked about the scripture that speaks about in the day of famine, it would be so bad that a woman would want to eat her baby. Want to eat her little baby. That's if you're so hungry that you want to eat your baby, because that's how scarce food is. Man, that's a scary, dangerous time. Because some of y'all can't go 2 hours without putting something in your mouth to eat. Some of you act like you're gonna die if you go 5 or 6 hours without a meal. Some of you act like you're gonna die at the prospect, at the thought of somebody saying, well, man, let's just fast for 24 hours. Let's go 24 hours without eating. Some of y'all will think you're gonna die off of that. So just imagine there's no options and you ain't been able to come up on no food in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a week. Not food just for you, but food for your family. Imagine that. See? That's something that we really need to seriously start preparing for. Famine. Yep, right here in good old USA. Because all of these plagues that are predicted and prophesied to happen, they starting. These are the things that we're going to see that will eventually lead to the total destruction and the bringing down of this nation that we know as the United States of America, that many people, including a lot of y'all, don't even think it's not even possible. Well, read your scripture. I ain't no preacher. I'm just saying what it is. You ain't got to be a minister or a preacher to just look at the book and say, golly, this is what's going on. It speaks of this time. He ain't gotta be religious. Okay, do you know what nullifidian means? No, sir, I do not. Tell me. Nothing wrong with learning a new word. Why y'all keep posting cannibalism? I've seen about 4 people put cannibalism up here. Make me understand. Maybe I missed something. Dark winter is coming. Shh. Got to get through the hot summer first. Aaron Vasquez said it's going to get way worse than it is now. Yeah. Got to be prepared, man. Got to be prepared. Got to be prepared. Open topic tonight, y'all. Late night. We late night hype. See, it's a few of y'all in here. I guess I ain't the only one that just be like this at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm just like this. What's up? Revelation coming to pass. Humanity don't have to be in trouble, though. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You never had a teacher say that? Roger Griffin talking about the cows. He said they tried to say it was the heat. I don't believe that. Yeah, I mean, the cows are used to being out in the elements. It's been unusually hot in certain parts of the country, but I don't know if the heat would wipe out all of them at one time, but we don't know. We don't know, man. A time is going to come, y'all, where actual paper money is not going to be worth anything, man. So you rappers out here, y'all got the little phone, the money to your ear like it's a phone. You got the money spread out all on the floor. You're doing this here, and you got the money machine shooting the money. And a time is going to come where that paper money is going to be as worthless as this piece of paper right here. That time is coming because the dollar is steadily declining every day, and it's already worthless. They just printing it up, but it really already has no worth. See? Diesel is $7 a gallon in California. Wow. Yeah, you know, hey, man. Whatever state you're from, put down how much a gallon of gas is. What are the gas prices in your state? Put your state in the gas price. I just want to do a comparison. Because we're roughly at around anywhere I've seen as low as $4.39 in Houston, and I've seen as high, I mean, just within this week, it goes up. $4.39 at the lowest, $4.89. You know, maybe higher depending on where you at. Drop your state and the price of gas. I'm just curious, man. Yeah, Marty Moss said mysteriously snowed in Mexico. Look, man, God putting his hand on this thing, man. Killed all the crops. God putting his hand on this thing, man. Ooh, hold on, man. Gas is $8 in Pennsylvania. Wow. $4.80 an hour. Okay, so y'all kind of where we at. 505 in Indiana. Yeah, so you in Texas, Aaron. So yeah, we round the same. $5 in Oregon. I need to learn a little gas hustle. $5 in Tennessee. Yeah, Deidre. Yeah, $4.89. That's $4.75 in Kentucky. $6 in Cali. Why is it so high on the East Coast? Somebody with that knowledge, break that down to me. $8 in Pennsylvania. Wow. $4.49 in Dallas, Georgia. EC, yes, I'm Muslim. Man, that's strong. Now, the funny part about it is I can remember 2 or 3 years ago, people was complaining, man, I ain't gonna pay no $2.65 for no gas. I said this the other day, I bet y'all wish y'all had them little $2.65s now. Boy, it'll be a massacre at a gas station if a gas station had some gas for $2.65 right now. It could be 3 in the morning. They can announce, hey man, it's a gas station over on such and such, the gas $2.60. They can announce it at 3 in the morning. By 3:30, it's gonna look like the club. Gonna look like a nightclub at that gas station. Y'all better get a horse, a bike, a scooter. Boy's gonna be riding camels out here in a minute. Jay all day said I used to complain about $2.39. Yeah. See, the older you are, see, if you just now starting to pay for gas, if you 23, if you 21, 19 or something like that, you just now starting to pay for gas, you came in the game probably when gas was 2 something or whatever. I'm just guessing. But if you old enough, we can remember gas being under $1 for a gallon. So now I sound like one of the old people when I was growing up. They used to tell me how cheap food used to be. When I was growing up, you can get a loaf of bread for a nickel. I don't know if y'all ever heard that before, but I used to hear that growing up. You can get a loaf of bread for a nickel back in the days. Buy a pack of lunch meat for 20 cents. You know, it's like the times was different. But now I'm sounding like that because it's like I remember when gas was 89, 90 cents a gallon. Who remember when you can give one of your partners $2 or $3 in gas? Don't give him $5. Well, you need a ride and you give one of your homeboys $5, mess around and drive you to Canada. $5 a gas? $5 a gas in 1988? Man, they'll drive you to Alaska. What's the lowest? I'm finna test y'all age. It's open topic, man. We have some fun. What's the lowest in your lifetime that you ever saw gas per gallon? I can remember gas being, I know it was lower than this when I was little. I just don't remember. But I can remember gas being 80 something cents a gallon, 90 something cents a gallon. You pull up to the gas station, it was 2 digits on the thing, not 3. We're gonna see how old y'all. Commercialized hip hop say the lowest you remember gas being was 3.24. You must be young. Sayer said 2.20. Rolling losing dice 160. Okay, so you a little older. You go back a little bit. Gorilla Ron 150. Yeah, you go back a little bit. See, Tasha too rich. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you come up, we come up in the same era. 89 cents. 70s baby, see? Gas was like 85, 89, 90 cents. Carlton Banks, it was 79 cents in 1992. Yeah, see what I'm saying? You could give your homeboy $3. That boy tank might touch half. 189, 88 cents. See there, y'all, you up there with me. 94 cents. Tina said 249. That's the lowest. 99. Now, well, we got some old heads up in here. Under $1, 89 cents. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We're in a different time, man. We're in a different time, man. It's weird, man. Corinne, where you at? Ask me about that complacency question so I can, because I remember we discussed that. Y'all remember the self-serve, not the self-serve, the full service gas, where the people who worked at the gas station, they would come out and do your stuff for you and all that. They would pump your gas. You had a choice of like self-serve or K, do you like Beast 1333? Yeah, that's my dude. I did songs with Beast before. See? What up, Joseph? 2 gas stations on South Post Oak used to have gas wars. They got down to 54 cents in 1999. Boy, it'll be a war if somebody did that. Somebody just did that recently. One of these stores did a thing where they allowed the gas, they sold gallons of gas for 50 cents a gallon for like a day or so to help people out. That's the least they can do. Yeah. Yeah, man, there's some old heads up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Open topic, y'all. Bug Powder Dust says, what are your thoughts and opinions on Nas and Kendrick Lamar? I don't really listen to Kendrick Lamar to really form an opinion on him. I've heard some of his stuff. You know how you hear certain songs and then you catch certain videos here and there. And the stuff that I've heard was like dope. That video he did where his face was morphing into just different people. You know, I know that don't have nothing to do with the song, but he was spitting on that. Now, don't get it twisted. But I like that video. As far as Nas, I mean, come on, man. This is like Nas is beyond. Nas ain't even triple OG status. Nas is beyond that. Nas is God level MC status, and it's been that way. It ain't like, well, he finally achieved. Nas has been God MC status really out the gate. So, you know, one of the greatest to ever do it. That's Nas, right? He just simple and plain, one of the greatest to ever do it. You know, and it's proven it a few times. Somebody made a joke. They said all that money they gave out with them stimulus checks, they get it all back at them gas pumps. Cynthia Albro says, what is your favorite song that you put out and why? I usually answer that question according to categories. So if you say lyrical, or if you say storytelling songs, if you say, what's the other category? I can't think, but any different categories. But I got different ones. You know, I like the Sorcerer's Den. I like Mind Marathon. I like what else? I can't think of none of my songs now, but those are two that just jump out. J all day. How come you don't make regular videos? Only which one? I make regular videos. You must not be subscribed to the channel, Jay. I just dropped a video a couple of months ago called Houston Is. It's if you comb through my channel and comb through the videos, you'll see all of the videos that I've released of certain songs. Now I don't drop a lot of them. I can't say that, but I just put out a brand new video. That's why my numbers be so low, because y'all don't even know. My numbers is low because y'all don't even know. Numbers is low because y'all don't even know. Numbers is low because y'all don't even know. Your brother K-Rino just dropped the video. Cool G Rap. What do you think of Cool G Rap? How much time you got? Cool G Rap is indescribable. Cool G Rap, one of the hardest, meanest, notoriously vicious lyricists to ever breathe oxygen. I could spit Cool G Rap's whole verse on the symphony right now. Symphony came out in '88, and I don't even listen to it every day. I could spit Cool G Rap's whole verse to the symphony right now. Cool G Rap is horribly underrated. Never gets mentioned. That's a shame. Boy, they don't understand how hard Cool G Rap is, bro. Oblivion Scroll. Hold up, Marty. Oblivion Scroll. Yeah. I don't listen to my own music a lot, so that's why I don't be remembering. So y'all have to remind me of this stuff. Yeah, Houston Is. Look, if y'all ain't seen my Houston Is video, go watch the video. Go watch it about 5 times. I wear throw forwards with the names of unborn players. That's right. I was wearing a LaMelo Ball jersey in 1993. But he wasn't even born yet. I was wearing a Trae Young jersey 25 years ago. Thoughts on Immortal Technique and ever doing a song with him? I love Immortal Technique. And not just as a rapper, just as a brother, just as a real down to earth, straight up, real, true to the bone G that happens to be a dope rapper. And we did do a song together, just haven't came out yet. Let me see. I don't want to miss none of y'all, man. It's open topic. Gorilla Ron says, be feeling like I'm being randomly tossed around through different dimensions. When I start to figure one out, boom, a ripple feels like it comes from inside me, moving outward, then bam, I'm in a different. Well, you know what? It's funny you said that. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, I was recording some songs with my homie Climax tonight, and I was telling him about the old TV show called Quantum Leap. I know all my 70s and 80s babies, y'all remember that TV show called Quantum Leap. It's a sci-fi show where this guy, this doctor, he kept his essence kept getting zapped into different time periods, and his essence would go into different people, and he would become that person for a period of time and solve whatever problem they were going through at the time. And when he would zap into somebody's body, it could be he could go all the way back to 1950. He can go back to 1825. He can go back to 1938. He may just bounce anyway. He says quantum leaping. And if he passed by the mirror, he could look in the mirror and see the image of the person whose body he was in, right? And he would solve the problem. And once he solved the problem, he would zap away and end up in another body. And had to start the process all over again. So when you said that, that's what it reminded me of, some quantum leap stuff. It's like you basically saying you quantum leaping, saying you feel like you're being randomly tossed. That's what they did with him. They randomly tossed him. Go look at that TV show, Quantum Leap. Gorilla Run, go pull it up. I used to love that show. I still love it. I just don't have time to watch it like I used to. McLovin, you like Amnesia? I appreciate the love. Rico Ochoa. Let me see. Said we only had Bill Nye, the science guy. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on Joyner Lucas? Have you listened? I think I probably only heard one or two songs from Joyner Lucas. I saw the thing he did with Fresh Prince. I don't really speak on people if I'm not familiar with them. I may know their names, but I couldn't tell you like none of the songs or anything like that. What's up, Noel James? What's your favorite television show? Yeah, I watch TV. Now or period? All time? What? I don't know. Definitely Twilight Zone is one of them. I love the Twilight Zone. I'm a sci-fi fanatic. My favorite fruit, I love plums. I like my plums. I like them hard. I don't like the soft, super sweet plums. I like them hard and a little not so sweet. What's up, Anthony? Open topic tonight, man. Whatever's on your mind, let me know. And hopefully we can get into it. In plain sight, Kay, would you ever admit that Trump wasn't bad? No, I would never admit that. Even if Farrakhan came out and supported him? You mean the same Mr. Farrakhan that said that Donald Trump would send America to hell on a rocket ship? See, the minister understands where America is in prophecy. He understands that America is on the way out, just like we was talking about earlier with the pestilence and the famine and the decline of the dollar, the collapse of the economy, war being on the horizon that's going to break America's economic power. The minister understands where this nation is in prophecy. So he understood and understands that No individual who sits in the seat of the presidency, they're not going to save this country. They're not going to be of any benefit to saving this country unless they work towards taking the steps to correct the wrongs and injustices that have been carried out against the dark people on this planet and in this nation. See, America got a lot of bad blood and credit built up from slavery all the way down. So a lot of the things that America has carried out as a nation from day one, from George Washington on to past Trump to Biden right now, America's being punished for its treatment of black, brown, and poor people. Plain and simple. Because America has a history of just killing, stealing, robbing, pillaging, raping. History of it. Bloodshed, lies, corruption. Things that we can't even fathom and imagine. This is the United States of America, right? So neither Trump, neither Biden, Bill Clinton, hell, Obama, Reagan, Bush, Ford, Nixon, Johnson, Kennedy, Eisenhower, that's how far back can you go? Lincoln, none of them have addressed the real problem. Oh, well, what about Lincoln? Lincoln freed the slaves. It ain't because he loved black folks. He didn't free nobody. He made a business move in support of the Union. So there's nothing that Donald Trump did that we look at and say, well, yeah, you know what? He was spot on that. Donald Trump is the catalyst for the mindset that currently exists in America as it pertains to some white people in their aggressive attitudes towards black people now. He put the key in their back because he spoke to a demographic. He spoke to a mindset in a way that unlocked what was already in them. He did that. He riled those people up to do what they did on January the 6th at the Capitol building. Let's call it for what it is. So when you say he's not that bad, what do you mean? Because one of the worst types of people, and I'm not attacking you, I'm just speaking because it's open topic, you brought this up. One of the worst types of people, bro, is a person who throws the rock and then they hide their hand and turn around and act like they didn't do it. One of the worst types of people is that cat in the schoolyard who he ain't gonna fight nobody. He ain't gonna fight nothing or nobody, but he gonna instigate and gas other people up to fight. And then when they get in trouble, he gonna be like, hey, I tell y'all to do. So go back and watch the speech that led to those individuals who Mr. Trump had perpetuated the false narrative that he had really won the election. So everybody's chanting, stop the steal, stop the steal. Go back and watch the speech that perpetuated and put the key in their back to march down to the Capitol building and storm that Capitol where people died, property was vandalized, federal property was vandalized. Come on, man. He spoke to the hearts of racists that had been covert to a degree under Obama covert to a degree, even under Bush, because Bush, he's the kind of guy that, like Kanye said back in the day, Bush don't care about black people, but he's the kind that he's going to be more smooth with it. He's more covert. The one thing that I do respect about Donald Trump was that he was overt. He gonna tell you what it is. He gonna tell you how he feel. You have to respect a person who ain't gonna act like. See, the most dangerous one is the one who act like they like you, or they act like they good with. See, that's Biden. That's the current president. Biden's gonna act like, well, you know, we're in this for all people, and we're gonna fix this, and you know, that's him. See, that's a snake of a different level. He's the snake that you don't even see, and you just all of a sudden you feel yourself getting bit. You didn't even know he was there till he bit you. Trump is like, hey man, I'm getting ready to bite you. So I can respect that aspect of it. Sorry to talk about that for that long. Tina says, it's funny how no one wants to mention centuries of gene play. Gene as in genetics. Look, these people are scientists. And when I say they tamper with everything, they tamper with everything because they want to know. See, look, hey man, here we go. We are living in a world and living in a time where there are people, there's a certain population of individuals who fear being reproduced out of existence, or not being able to reproduce to a degree that individuals who in groups that are able to reproduce at a high level will eventually reproduce them out of existence. So that's where the population control issue kicks in. So black folks and Mexicans are just popping out baby. Bloop, 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 bloop. You get a baby, you get a baby, you get a baby. See? But unfortunately, for the white population, the numbers are low. So that's why that guy in Buffalo, part of what he did, because he said, our numbers are low, so I'm gonna go into this black neighborhood and do my part and get rid of some of the black population because we're not reproducing at the same rate. So when you talk about the genes and the genetics, they gotta study that. Why are we not reproducing? What's wrong? Why are they kicking them out like an assembly line and we can't? So they want to study the genetics. So they want to try to clone. They want to try to artificially inseminate, and they want to try to intermix anything that will perpetuate and extend their existence. I can't not tell it like it is. That's just what it is. Aaron says, my mind is with Jesus Christ, so I'm good. Amen. If that's the case, then you are good. Just got to know who he is, though. Beavis and Butthead Do America led me here. I don't know what that means, but I went to the movies and saw that when it came out. And they got a new movie getting ready to come out. Did you know that, Christopher Brown? Combat Gardner says we are being bred to consume. Yep. You have consumers and you have producers. The object is to be a producer. Sorry doctors give sorry meds, give sorry side effects that cause this. That's a fact. I can't I tried to meditate a long time ago, Spiky. I can't do it. It don't work for me. I felt like I was being fake when I was meditating. Because you think that you're getting something out of it. You sitting there, you think it didn't work for me. Maybe I was doing it wrong. I don't know. Meditating is just not something that maybe somebody got to show me how to do it. I don't know. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Y'all know I like to at least try to get to 100 likes, man. If you haven't hit the like button, go on and run it up for your brother, man. Go on and run it up for your brother. Ooh, man. Y'all dropping some stuff now. Manchester United says, do you find it difficult to sit and relax? No. I find it difficult to get up and do what I need to be doing. Sitting and relaxing ain't the problem. But this ain't the time to be doing a bunch of sitting and relaxing. If you find it hard to sit and relax, then maybe, you a little wired up. I don't know if you're on no meds. I don't know what you got things on your mind, but sitting and relaxing is something we need to do for periods of time to recharge our battery. So to get to my sister Yvonne helping hands, that's complacency. I'm the opposite of that. Sometimes you get complacent and it causes you to not continue to keep your foot on the gas during the times where things are going kind of good. See, I heard somebody say this in sports one time, and I try to incorporate this into my life. The term was greatness is greedy. And what did that mean? Greatness is greedy. That means that, and greedy in this particular sense is a compliment. It's a compliment. I didn't mean to do the air quotes. Greedy is a compliment. It's a good thing, meaning that in order to maintain a certain level of greatness, a standard, what you have to do is no matter how much you accomplish, you have to keep working to accomplish more. Don't get complacent. Don't get relaxed to say, oh man, I won the championship last year. I'm good now. No, let's get another one. Okay, we went back to back. Oh, that's 2 in a row. We good. No, let's get another one. Greatness is greedy. You want to keep being great. You don't want to fall off the mountain. So complacency kicks in when you think you've arrived. When you thought, I'm good now. I'm good now. I hit a lick. I made $5,000. I'm good. You can't live the rest of your life off of no $5,000. I got $5,000. I'm going to coast and chill for a little while. Yeah, you're right. You're going to coast and chill for a little while. You're going to run through that 5, and now you're going to be scrambling to try to make some more money. See? Greatness is greedy. You got to keep your foot on the gas. Scumbag, man. Hey, scumbag, bro. Let me tell you something, dude. It's not a night that go by that I ain't messing with one of your beats. You're going to hear a lot of your stuff on my new project, bro. Y'all want to hear one of Scumbag beats? If I get 10 people, if I get to 100 likes, I'm gonna play one of Scumbag's beats that I'm gonna use on my next album, right here on this live. If I get to 100 likes, so it's up to y'all. Progress 24/7 says be humble. Well, y'all sure hitting the like button now. Boy, I tell you, y'all cold, man. Yeah, boy, y'all cold, man. I'm like, man, hit the like button for your boy. Y'all are just sitting there chilling, but I say I'm gonna play this beat. All of a sudden, them likes is click. Well, that's cold blooded. Yeah, but keep hitting it. Keep hitting. You give me the 100 likes, I'm gonna play one of these tracks, man, for my homie that's sending me this fire, that's sending me this heat. Hold on, man. I gotta find which one it is, cause I want to play the right one. I ain't gonna give him too much, cause this guy's dope. Okay, I got it now. 5 more likes. Okay, we closing in. We closing in. We finna put you on the spot, scumbag. We finna put you on the spot. We gonna let the crowd decide. It's about 85 people in here. We gonna let the crowd decide what they feel about your tracks. Is Dollar Bill in here? We might bless y'all with one of his too. Uh-oh. One more like. One more like, man. Is it gonna happen? We dangling on that 99, boy. There it is. All right, let me know. I hope y'all can hear it, man. I hope y'all can hear it. I hope y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. This dude's so hard, man. This dude's so hard. What y'all think I'm gonna do on that? Oh, there go Dollar Bill. Okay, we finna bless y'all. Break it down. Watch this. I'm gonna let y'all know the song to this is already wrote. Hold on, wait a minute. I can't spoil you. That's enough. Can't spoil you. What y'all think? What y'all think about that? My boy Dollar Bill at, man. Show you this one I was writing too. For the homie Dollar Bill, y'all. Ooh, hold on, man. This for the homie Dollar Bill right here. And you might not even think that I might even want to use this beat. It's kind of different for your big brother, Dollar Bill. But I love this track. I love this track. Hold on, let me play it real quick. Uh-oh. Did I just wipe y'all out? Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I had erased the whole live. We got 5 more likes. I'll play this Dollar Bill track. Well, I tell you, boy, that's cold-blooded, ain't it? 5 more likes. If we got 5 more likes, I'll play this Dollar Bill track. I want to play that hard one, that hard one. Man, I don't know the name of it. When he tracks so hard. I don't want to play the wrong one because I don't want to spoil y'all. I want to give y'all nothing that I ain't trying to give. Nothing. Hold on, man. Give me 5 more likes. Need 2 more. Boy, y'all be keeping them likes in y'all pocket, bro. Y'all holding them likes like it's the last food stamp. Back when food stamps came in the paper book, like money. And y'all sure hold them likes till I need them. I love this beat. Love this beat. Woo! Woo-hoo. Dollar bill, y'all. Hey. Yeah, see? They forgot about this. Yeah. I got something for it. That's motivating, boy. You go out and slap somebody, you listen to that too long. You gonna walk and work in the work money to slap somebody. Don't do it. That's it. No more. Can't get y'all no more, man. I can't give you no more, man. I can't give you no more, man. That's just 2. Because two of my producers are in the chat. And they always here. So I just blessed y'all with a little. Andrew say that beat is special. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, y'all don't know. Your boy's in the lab. These guys make me create. Scumbag always sending track. Both of y'all do the same thing. I don't even be asking for no beats. I be minding my business, just chilling. I don't be bothering nobody. And I check my email, and Dollar Bill or Scumbag just be done randomly sent me a track. And I click and I be like, wow, man. I'm like, wow. Next thing you know. Hey, man, we got to do an OG salute, man. While I was playing that beat, I seen my brother was in here. OG KO. Shout out to SFV for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to get that Kambala thing. I don't even like talking about it no more because I feel so fraud now because I ain't did it yet. Every live I talk about, trust me, I'm going to keep my word. Appreciate the love, SFV. We got to do an OG salute, man. OG KO is in the chat. So I need some power fists. I need some salutes. I need some emojis, man. Some fire, some hand claps, some thumbs up, some fists. I need all of that right now, man. I need all of that right now. Y'all show some love, some 100s to my brother, man. 30 plus. 30 plus. You can trace both of us about 30 plus. I remember back in the days we rode the bus. None of us had no bread to spend. One little apartment holding 5 or 10 men. Man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy, KO. I might give y'all a little previews leading up to the album. I'll let y'all hear some of the tracks I'm working with as we go further and further in. Yeah. Thank you, said the part where you said cock, back, aim, and murder is the game plan. The virus and the vaccine was made by the same man. Whoa. Man, who wrote that? Praise be to Allah. Why they want to give me Deuce 5 to life? Man, Ivan on the cool. I don't know who's gonna release that song with me and Immortal Technique and the great R.A. the Rugged Man. I don't know who's gonna release it. I haven't heard anything about it, but all I can tell y'all is there is a song. It's out there, bro. I mean, it's done. It's recorded. What else, Snoop? 713 Southwest up in this thing. Back porch up in this thing. Daniel Rogers, X-Rated. Dalv Artwork says, "Where can I get every K-Rino studio album?" Let me set you on the right road. Now, you may not be able to get all of them because I don't currently have them in stock, but you can see that website right there. Or better yet, do this. Send me an email. Dalv V Artwork. Send me an email, Dalv Artwork. That's my email address. And I'll send you a list of what we got in stock. You know, I'll be running out. Where can I find a song with you and T-Rock and B-Dub? B-Dub from Australia? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. We did that song a long time ago. If you're talking about B-Dub from Australia or B-Dub from where's B-Dub from? Because there was two B-Dubs that I worked with. Man. What y'all think about? Let me ask y'all a question real quick. I want y'all's honest opinion on it. What are y'all's views on the future of hard copies, like CDs and stuff? Now we know that vinyl has made a resurgence, right? Vinyl is back. Vinyl is like thriving, whether it be for DJ purposes, whether it be for collectors who just, man, we just getting vinyl. We don't even, some people ain't got a record player. They just collect the vinyl. But vinyl has made a resurgence. What are y'all views on hard copies in terms of CDs? Do y'all still listen to them, buy them? Y'all like, nah, I don't even mess with them no more. Or they on their way out. What are y'all's true take on that? Because I still sell a lot of CDs. People still buy CDs from me pretty regular. So Freddie Saw says hard copies equal collectibles. So are you saying that hard copies are now kind of taking the path that vinyl is taking for some people, where people will buy it, but they don't necessarily listen to the actual CD, they just collecting it? Because one thing about a hard copy, man, we say this all the time, it's like you can't replace the value of a hard copy, because this is where you can read the credits. This is where you can see that Scumbag and Martial Arts Productions produced this particular song. If this is your favorite song on a project, you can look at that insert and find out who produced it. See, if you hear somebody singing on a song, you say, "Oh man, I like that hook that he's singing. I like that hook that she's singing." You can read the insert and find out the name of the person that's singing it. You can read the insert and find out where the album was recorded. You can hold up the actual physical copy. You run into the artist, you may get it signed. I can't sign just an MP3. I can't do a digital signature unless they come out with something like that. So if people, like somebody said, hold on, who just said that? Somebody said CDs are done. Okay, SFV says CDs are done, I think. Then OGKO say CDs are out of there. So two people right now, CDs are out of there. Dollar Bill says CDs would do the same thing eventually, I guess, meaning that they'll come back around as being, you know. And okay, SFV just made a good point. She said, I don't think my car even has a CD slot. The newer cars don't even have a CD player in them. But the old school people, they got a CD they got a CD player somewhere. It's in the house. So I guess it just depends, because I'm getting differing opinions. So Ron Johnson says that I think hard copies will be a thing of the past because the equipment to play the hard copy. See, that's a good point. If they stop making the players, that the things that can play the CD, just like not putting a CD player in the car anymore, not making it whenever your stereo that you had for 25 years, it had the CD player. Whenever it finally go out, they're not gonna make a new model of that. So eventually there won't be anything to play on the CDs, is what he's saying. Now Marty Moss said, man, I still jam my CDs. But it's a lot of people. Okay, now here's the deal. Now this is how I would gauge it, right? And I always have said this. I would judge it based on what you see the mainstream artists doing. So Drake just dropped a new album, right? Is that all digital, or did he do hard copies? Do anybody know? Do anybody know if Drake's new album can be purchased on CD? Because that's how you know. When the mainstream stopped doing it, then you kind of get a gauge, because they're going to only move based on what they view to be make financial sense. Now, I had a chart a while back that was it was a pie chart. It was a circular chart that showed the breakdown of music sales. And in that chart, there was a big triangle space that represented 80% of how music is purchased, and that 80% was streaming. 1% was this thing called 1 or 2% was this thing called sync licensing, which I'm not going to explain right now. So that's 82%. Physical copies represented like 10% or less than that, because downloads, it was streaming number one. Streaming was 80%. Downloads was 2. Maybe number 2 behind streaming, maybe about what, 10%. Then physical copies was about 8. That's what it was. And sync licensing was like the other 1 or 2. So only 8% of music that's purchased is actual physical copies. So I guess that we don't know. Okay. Did Drake drop his album? Because I know it was a surprise album, I think. Did he release that album on CD? Or there physical copies of Drake's new album? What's up, Andre Agony? One of my long-time riders. Dollar Bill said, I'd be mad I can't throw whack music out the window like back in the day. You have to throw the digital version. You can't see it. It's invisible. You got to throw it back into the universe. Okay, well, if you have an Xbox or a PS4 or 5, okay, yep, because you got to stick the thing in there. See, all the old schoolers riding for the CDs. Who was the last mainstream artist you bought a CD from then? If we can't use Drake as an example. Who was the last most recent mainstream artist that one of y'all may have purchased, that you purchased their album on a CD, or you saw a CD of their album? Is Kendrick Lamar's most recent album on CD? Let me ask you a question. Let me bring it down to more mid, not high commercial level, but okay, you know Zero just dropped a new album. Is that on CD? Anybody in the H or anybody that's a Zero fan? Is Zero's new album, which that's my homie, so y'all need to all go support that. Did he release physical copies of his latest album? I'm speaking out of curiosity because I know I'm putting mine will be on CD and digital. Okay. Al the Pal. Al the Pal. Al, you are my pal. Because what you just said, bro, what you just said. See, I'm a living example of this, but I didn't even think about it till you just said that. Al said CDs are good for meet and greet, so they will buy and you sign. I do that all the time. So, yeah, so if you do a meet and greet with a mainstream artist, right, and they didn't release their project on CD, I guess the only thing that you can get out of that is maybe sign poster or if they take a picture with you, something like that. But that's a good point. Because, yeah, you sign CD, they want you to sign the actual CD or the cover. I mean, that's something you take with you. I can't take a digital. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me shut up. I'm old school. I'm old school. Lady Sample, the last album you bought was the Wobble Wobble. Okay. Linkin Park 3 years ago. 3 years ago is a long time in music business years, though. Things change quick in music. So 3 years is like, it's recent, but it really ain't in music years. Interesting, man. L Dub says Drake don't care about meet and greets. Let's see. Adam Mia Fitness and Gaming says, K, I'm confused between Islam and Christianity. Don't be confused. Just do the best that you can to live by the principles. And if you live by the principles, it doesn't matter which one you claim, you will actually be a great representation of both of them. Because if you live by good principles, you are living in Christianity and Islam in its bare form, not anything tampered with or stepped on or corrupted, but just to the bare principles. Now, there are differences that you're going to have to deal with and wrangle with, but just live on principle, man. If you say do unto others as you would have others do unto you, that applies in either of those faiths. And they call that the golden rule for a reason, because you can cover a lot just by living by that principle. You wouldn't have to make a long list of things that you have to do to make yourself better. I done wrote 100 things on this list for me to be a better person. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Or like we say in the hood, treat folks the way you want to be treated. That'll cover a lot of that stuff on this, because it's something that you might get ready to do. And then you ask yourself the question, well, how would I feel if somebody was going to do that to me? Okay, so I'm not going. I seen that $100 bill fall out of his pocket while he was walking. Instead of me scooping by and picking it up and putting it in my pocket, I'm gonna say, hey, bro, you dropped your money, because I would want somebody to do that for me. So that covers the do not steal. man, this dude's wife, man, she giving me some action, man. She trying to give it to me. I'm tempted. Wait a minute. Would I want somebody to do that to my wife? Nope, I ain't gonna do that. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That covers that aspect. You live by them rules, you're gonna cover all that stuff that fall under that. Labels have really created more division and more arguing than anything, but the application of labels and the argument over the labels. It's all right to proudly wear your label, because I don't have no problem telling people, well, I'm a Muslim, but I'm not gonna let that divide me from my brother or my sister who said, well, I'm a Christian, because we're gonna operate with each other based on the principles. Deity Rock says, I own land. I'll charge you for it as renter. Then we both die and our bodies get back to them. Yeah, that's the way of the world. That's the way of the world. Atrazine. I first became familiar with atrazine when I saw that there was this black professor at a university, and he discovered that they use atrazine in an experiment with frogs. Oh, I'm asking the question. Thank you. Says, can you explain more about that chemical atrazine? And what it was, they took 2 male frogs and they put them in a little thing together, and they put atrazine in the water. And over time, atrazine, just to make people know what it actually is, it is a chemical that contributes to feminizing the male species of a thing. So the 2 frogs, over time, drinking this water that was laced with atrazine, they started to display homosexual tendencies in the frog world. They started trying to get down with each other. What does that have to do with us? Well, it was discovered later on, that atrazine had made its way into water sources among the people. So why are y'all taking a chemical that is used to feminize men and incorporating it into the water source? But when you say it's an agenda, all right. Much love to Spiky 1898. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the donation, Spiky. Always coming through, man. I see so many familiar names all the time, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Payable on death. I seriously think they're weaponizing the weed too. We talked about that. We talked about that about an hour ago. You got to rewind back. We already went through that one. Payable. And to another point, the black professor who discovered this, when he exposed it, they fired him. They got rid of him. Did you happen to check out Daylight I-95 Freestyle? He dropped so much truth. I can't wait until the day you guys collab. Nah, man. Daylight used to hit me up on Twitter too, man. I'm going to call that number. He gave me a number. I'm going to call him and see if his number's still the same. Because Daylight was reaching out to me from time to time, like, man, let's get it on. You know, I'm the worst, bro. I ain't going to lie. I'm the worst. I'm just old, man. But I was young. I was like, yeah, let's just do it. I get old, I'll be like, yeah, we gonna do it. And we gonna do it. We gonna do it. Man, I'm telling you, man, these people corrupt everything, bro. Yeah. Now see, wow. I don't know, man. K-Top, Wisconsin up in the building, man. Open topic, man. Open topic. I want to know what's on your mind. I'm curious. Y'all don't know about that. Mega Cali says flow session with multiple artists. Not a bad idea. But the flow session, this one thing you gotta understand. Well, you know, Mega Cali, the flow session is all about them punchlines. So if I was ever do something like that with multiple artists, they got to have them punches, man, to make it dope. You can't just be on there just spitting regular or saying anything. So if I find me 3 or 4 guys who can hang with me on them punches, then we'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah, I'm going to holler at Daylight, man. He's a good dude, man. See, man, this is what I'm talking about. Combat Gardner says, these sorry doctors gave me meds that had side effects as seizures. Now I can't drive and DoorDash feeds me. See what I'm saying? They give you meds that create an entirely other condition. So now this brother having seizures that you don't know when they gonna strike. You can't even drive in a car. Man, that's cold-blooded. That's cold. That's tough, man. That's tough. And guess what? Pharmaceutical companies, you can't even sue them. Wow. Unbelievable. Snoopy says COD Volume 3. COD Volume 3. K-Rino and the homie Dope E. KO is in the building, man. We did do a Volume 2 of COD back in 06, me and Dope. We went right back to Timmy Chan, took the picture again. That will be interesting, man. What do you think of Break My Soul by Beyonce? I never heard that. I don't know. DJ Memphis Mix. I might put together my own cypher one day. Because the dudes I'm going to get, y'all ain't heard nothing like the dudes I'm going to get. Trust me. Right here in Houston, right? Born and raised in Houston. It ain't going to be none of the names that y'all are familiar with either. The dudes I'm going to bring on a cypher, y'all going to be saying, man, where these dudes been? Why these guys ain't out there like that? Where y'all been hiding them at? Trust me. I know some stealth bombers out there that nobody, that boys don't even know like that. If I go get Snap, Theology, these are all names straight out of Houston. If y'all ever see me on a cypher with a dude named Snap, a dude named Theology, a dude named Taboo, if y'all ever see me, those are dudes I'm gonna go get if I do a cypher. And y'all gonna be like, man, what are these dudes? Who are these dudes? See? Straight up. It ain't gonna be nobody y'all heard of, I'm telling you. I know some killers. What up, twin? Hey man, it's a dude walking around that look just like you, man. He looks just like you. You might want to check into that. All right, Marty, I see you. Firing Squad Part 2. No, they not no proteges. These dudes is veterans, skilled, trained assassins. I had no influence on nothing they did. They are self-made. Trust me. Would you ever consider using a pen and pixel cover again? Nah, that was then. I kind of fell off the pen and pixel thing even back when they was hot. I only did 2 covers with pen and pixel. My first 2. And if you really notice, I'm going to give you the game real quick. Pen and pixel was real heavy on the over the top special effects, graphics covers that they did. And when that first came out, that was a dope look. But what happened was it got overused. Everybody that came through the distribution one stop called Southwest Wholesale, they were in business. They were connected with pen and pixel. So any of the artists that got their music distributed through that one stop, they would automatically send them to pen and pixel for the graphics and for the cover. So everybody's cover started to look alike. Everybody was standing in front of the mansion with the car, with the girl, with the diamonds, with the pit bull, and all the stuff just was overblown. It was to the point where it started just looking real cartoonish. Even people like Master P and 8 Ball, MJG, they would use these things, and the covers just look like, if you look at them now, it looks real, like just over the top. So by the time I used them on my first album, but I always have been just in the cosmos. So if y'all know my first album, I was in a broken off corridor in space with planets and stuff. That's always been my thing. And I wanted to incorporate that. I'm not going to be on the cover with no diamond chains and watches, and that's not me. I don't knock nobody who do. I'm not going to stand up with a bunch of women around me, and I'm not this big old house that I don't live in. That's not me. So all the covers started to look just like that. So if you notice, even though Pen and Pixel did my second album cover, which was the Danger Zone album, if you notice, it ain't no over the top graphics on that cover, even though they did it. And that was intentional, because I was like, I'm putting none of that stuff on my cover. So the Danger Zone cover is just a regular cover. It's a concept to it. The only graphics that are on that cover, the only thing that they use is the graffiti that I had on the wall in the background. We got them to actually darken it in to make it more stand out. But outside of that, it's just a regular cover. I got off of them a long time ago because everything was just looking the same, man. It's like I wouldn't fit in there. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. I appreciate the love, y'all. I held y'all longer than I wanted to, but I got a long day tomorrow, so I'm gonna catch up with y'all, man. Salute.